There is something about the moment just before sleep, when the whole world goes quiet, and suddenly you can hear everything you have been trying not to feel. The worry that lives in your chest, the question you keep pushing away, the tiredness that is not really about being sleepy. If you know that feeling, that particular kind of tired that sleep does not fix, then this story is for you. Not a speech, not a lesson, just a story. A real human story about what it feels like to fall apart and slowly, quietly find your way back. Stay with us. We are going somewhere together. Her name in this story is Maya, but you can give her any name you want, including yours. Maya woke up one Tuesday morning and did not know why she was crying. Not about anything specific, not about one big thing. It was as if everything had been quietly pressing against a door inside her for months. And that morning, without warning, the door gave way. She sat on the edge of her bed. She looked at the floor, and she thought, I am so tired of feeling this way. Maybe you have had a Tuesday like that. Maybe you have sat on that same edge. What Maya did not know yet, what none of us know when we are sitting on that edge, is that this moment, this exact breaking open moment, is actually the beginning of something. Not the end, the beginning. Hope is a strange thing. Most people think it arrives as a feeling, as warmth, as certainty, as a bright light you can see clearly from a distance. But in real life, hope almost never feels like that at first. In real life, hope often feels like absolutely nothing. It feels like, I don't know what to do, but I'm still here. I haven't moved yet. And maybe that is enough for right now. Hope is not the absence of fear. It is not even the presence of certainty. Hope is simply the quiet, stubborn decision to not close the door all the way, to leave just the smallest crack open, even if you cannot see what is on the other side. Maya had grown up with religion, with prayers and rituals and certainties, but somewhere in her adult life, those certainties had quietly dissolved, the way sugar dissolves in water. You never see the exact moment it disappears, and then one day you reach for it, and it is just gone. She didn't know what she believed anymore, and that frightened her more than anything else, because here is the thing about faith that almost no one tells you. Faith is not the same as certainty. They are not even cousins. Certainty says, I know exactly what is there. Faith says, I don't know, but I will take the next step anyway. Faith is the farmer who plants seeds in dry earth, not because he can guarantee rain, but because he knows that something in the ground responds to care. Faith is the mother who keeps showing up for a child who has pushed her away, not because she knows it will end well, but because love doesn't always wait for guarantees. Faith is you, waking up again today, even on the days when you couldn't think of a single good reason to. Maya sat with her doubt for a long time. She did not try to fix it or fight it. She simply said, quietly, to no one in particular. I don't know what I believe, but I believe something is holding me. And right now, that is enough. That too is faith, not the loud, certain kind, the quiet, trembling kind, the kind that does not demand proof before it takes the next breath. People talk about peace as if it is the end of something, as if once you have found it, the hard parts are over, as if peace is a destination. But Maya discovered something different. She discovered that peace is not the absence of difficulty. Peace is a way of standing inside difficulty. There was still a lot she hadn't figured out. Her worries had not disappeared. Her life had not rearranged itself into something easier. But one evening, she was sitting outside. The light was going golden the way it does in the early evening, and she noticed the wind in the trees and the sound of it, and the way the leaves moved without any effort. And she thought, I am here. I am still here. And this moment, just this moment, is okay. That was it. That was peace. Not a grand revelation. Just a moment of not fighting everything. Peace is not a feeling you hold on to. It is a feeling that visits when you stop gripping so hard. When you let the present moment be what it is, without immediately reaching for the next worry. When you breathe out fully and do not immediately breathe back in. If you have not felt that in a while, we want you to know it is still possible. The part of you that can feel peace has not gone anywhere. It is just waiting for you to look up from everything else for one moment and let the light in. Healing is the one people misunderstand the most. We think healing means getting back to the person we were before the hard thing happened. We think it means the hurt going completely away, the wound disappearing as if it was never there. But healing, real healing, is not about going backwards. It is about going forward, carrying what happened, but carrying it differently. Maya had been hurt, not by one dramatic event, but by the slow accumulation of 100 small things. Things she had never let herself cry about because they seemed too small, too ordinary, too much like everyone else's life to deserve any attention. A friendship that ended without explanation. A dream she had quietly buried. Years of being strong for everyone else, with no one asking how she was, and her never saying. The day she finally let herself grieve those things, she sat in her car in a parking lot for 20 minutes and just wept. Not because something new had happened, but because she finally stopped telling herself it was fine. There is something sacred about that moment. The moment you finally tell the truth to yourself. The moment you say, this hurt me. I am allowed to say that. I am allowed to feel this. Healing began there. Not with answers, not with resolution, but with honesty. And here is what healing taught Maya, and what we want to offer to you. You do not have to earn the right to heal. You do not have to suffer enough, or wait long enough, or explain yourself well enough. You are allowed to take care of yourself simply because you are a person, and persons deserve care. Healing is not a reward for the worthy. It is a process available to everyone who turns toward it, including you exactly as you are right now. One of the loneliest things about being in pain is the feeling that you are the only one, that everyone else has it figured out, that you are the only one lying awake, the only one pretending, the only one still carrying something no one else can see. Maya started to understand something very slowly as she moved through her own journey. She started to see that the person at the coffee shop who always looked so composed, she had a Tuesday too. The colleague who always had the right answer in meetings, he had nights he couldn't name the feeling either. The neighbor who kept her curtains drawn, she had her own version of the parking lot. Every single person walking through this world is carrying something, not the same thing, not with the same weight, not for the same reasons, but everyone is carrying something. And the moment Maya truly understood that, not intellectually, not as a nice thought, but in her body, in her heart, something softened. The walls she had built to protect herself from needing anyone started to feel less necessary, not because the world had suddenly become safer, but because she could see herself in other people, and she could see them in her. That is humanity, not the grand political version of the word, the small daily version, the one that says, I see you. Growth is the word we save for last, not because it is the most important, but because it is the one that cannot arrive first. You cannot skip to growth. You cannot arrive here without having spent time in hope, in the messy middle of faith, in the stillness of peace, in the tenderness of healing, in the humbling recognition of our shared humanity. Growth is what happens when all of those have been lived, not completed, not perfected, just genuinely moved through. Maya, 2 years after that first Tuesday, was not a different person. She was more herself. That is the thing about growth that the world rarely says out loud. It doesn't make you new. It makes you more fully what you already were. It strips away the layers of armor and performance and pretending and reveals the person underneath who was always there, waiting. Maya laughed differently now, slower, more real. She asked for help without apologizing for needing it. She could sit with a friend in silence and not feel the need to fill it. She could feel afraid without believing the fear. She was not finished. She would not be finished. None of us ever are. Growth is not a destination. The way peace is not a destination. The way healing is not a destination. They are all orientations, directions we face, ways of moving through the only life we have. And that is the full human cycle, not a circle that comes back to where it started, a spiral, always returning to the same questions: hope, faith, peace, healing, humanity, and growth. But each time from a slightly higher, slightly wider place. Each time with a little more room inside you than before. We want to say something to you directly. If you have been carrying something heavy lately, we see that. If you have been pretending you are fine when you are not, we see that too. If you came to this video looking for something, even if you are not sure exactly what, we hope you found a little of it here. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not too much or not enough. You are a person in the middle of a life. And lives are messy and tender and difficult and beautiful, often all on the same day. The full human cycle does not end. It keeps turning, and you keep turning with it. And every time you do, every time you choose hope over despair, or reach toward healing instead of away from it, you are not just helping yourself. You are quietly, invisibly, adding something real to the world. We will be here, telling more stories, sitting in more silences, walking beside more Mayas and more of you. Stay with beautiful voices. We are glad you are here.